Hey there lovely people, Martin Jared here. If you watch my channel, I think it's quite understood that I'm a big fan of the quad cortex. I also played the last concert season with the quad cortex, but that's over now because of that. So what you just heard, that's the UAFX anti, and I mounted it on my big pedal board. It just acts like a real 5150, and boy, I remember I was already playing guitar when the 5150 came out. I was like, I think 16, 17 years old, and I was absolutely blown away. I couldn't afford it back then, but during my career as audio engineer, I've mic'd up a couple of different 5150s, some of them really bad sounding, some of them excellent sounding, and that thing just feels exactly like a 5150 when playing it. I watched a couple of videos about the anti on the web, and the thing that struck me most is that people do not really know what it is, right? They write about captures, they write about IRs, but it's none of them. What Universal Audio are doing is so-called physical modeling, and that not only for the amplifier, but also for the speaker mic combo, right? So it's not an IR at all. And the amp is not a capture or a multi-capture or anything that goes direction what you can do with a quad cortex or what you can do with a Kemper, right? So that's one of the things that I really disliked, that there is this lack of understanding in today's community. Please don't get me wrong, I like to play my quad cortex, all right? But in comparison to the quad cortex, the anti is a different beast. Maybe it also has to do with like a lot less latency and the design of the pedal board. I first used this pedal board out of the studio at the rehearsal last week, and it was a super success. The drummer said he never had such a good in-ear sound. Also, the bass player loved it. I think the other guitar player was a bit jealous because he's playing an FM3. And what I can say is that this thing is just simply fantastic. From the feel and also from the custom options you get. There's another thing I should mention. The UAD app just got so much better. There are no more connection problems like I had back in the Lion times. So let's go and take a look at the pedal board and see what's happening there. So here's the pedal board, and I'm playing my DelVerb now. That is a 23 issued model, and it already has the new Valvetron pickups that Mayonnaise themselves make. And so what's on the pedal board? It's very simple. There's an ES5 effect switching system by Boss, and there's the anti, the Ruby, and the DelVerb, and a drop for some songs that we play live. Then there's an analog Phase 95, a Kartaku warmer, overdrive, a Polytune, and a Wampler Ego compressor. And here I have my 5 patches, which have different switchings, as you can see here on the display, hopefully. And that's my basic rhythm sound, and that's just the anti. And that's how it sounds. If I want it to sound a bit less spongy, I can enable the Kotaku, and it kind of sounds like that. By the way, the Kartako is not even clipping, that has been switched off. It's just volume boosting the mids and cutting the lows, and that's what results in a way less spongy character on the sound. Then, of course, there's a MXR Phase 95. Never fails to impress. Then, of course, there's a drop. Just like sometimes we're going down a whole step. By the way, of course, there's also a built-in overdrive, and sometimes when you drop, you kind of lose those hard transients, so overdrives help a lot. Okay. Then back to memory mode, then we have the cleans, and the cleans are just amazing. In case you want to have some chorus, well, I had it on now. That's like the normal reverb. I'll just go to the 224 hull. And there you go, some chorus in the reverb. Let's go back to the plate. Then we have a distortion or lead or whatever sound plus delay for some things. And then on the 2, I have my lead sound, and that also engages the spark, so it's a bit louder. In comparison to now the next question is, can the anti also do clean? And for that, I'll have to go into live mode. Now I actually have to use the app because the rhythm channel is set to punch plus and the bias to cool choke. But we can set it here, can't we? Now it's better. Sounds pretty clean to me. I think for next year, I'm almost 100% sure that I'll play this pedalboard live. I think it sounds fantastic. Both the Ruby and the Anti and the Lion, they all sound fantastic. And they feel fantastic, right? When I was in rehearsal, I never felt that good on my in-ears, right? Never felt that good ever before. When I play the Anti sounds over my Genelec studio speakers, it feels a lot better than playing in IR. I can guarantee that. I don't know why, but maybe it's because of that physical modeling. Whatever is behind that, I can just say that like 9 out of 10 times when I put up an IR and I play over the Genelecs, over the studio monitors, I really don't like it. But the UAFX stuff, always. But it comes at a price, right? Because I need the switcher to switch between the clean and the distorted amps. I need some analog pedals. I need the compressor. May or may not need an additional overdrive. Then the delay. So all in all, if people are saying that the quad codecs is expensive, a pedalboard like that is at least 1.5 to 2 times more expensive. And it's also bigger, and it's also heavier than my QC pedalboard. So that's my story about the UAFX Anti and my UAFX pedalboard. If you like it, go and like it. Subscribe if you want to hear more, and just ask any question and I'll try my best to answer them in time. Thank you very much for listening, and don't forget to have the best day ever. Bye!